Hey guys, it is me once again, and I'm back for another Batman toy review. And already, this is just so darn exciting that we have a brand new Batman figure from the Spin Masters line of toys. And this is for the 85th anniversary for Batman. And they're releasing a new line of figures, mostly based on the movies. But right now, this is what we have. Batman Returns Batman from the Batman 85th Anniversary Collection from Spin Master. This is literally a dream come true to get another Michael Keaton Batman figure. And also another thing that we'll have to praise about this figure already before getting it out the package, that it's already in the correct scale this time. Because I mentioned before about the Flash Michael Keaton Batman figure that we got in last year. That the scale was basically too short. The character was just too short. And this time they went back and do a new Michael Keaton Batman based on Batman Returns, and he just looked like he can scale right next to Michael Keaton Batman over there from Mattel right there. And it's like the perfect scale. It just looks so good. Now I do have the Batwing coming in on the 18th of August, and I will definitely be reviewing that one next soon. And that one also comes with a Batman Returns Batman figure, but I feel like I've grown a little too impatient at this point to wait that long, because seriously, I really wanted to get this figure in hand, just the single card variation first, and then getting the extra version, probably to modify some bits of it, but I'm not even sure what I'm going to think about doing yet. But I will get to that later on when I get to the Batwing video, if I ever get to doing it. But right off the bat, let's go take a closer look at the package. So we got the DC Batman 85 years logo on the top right there, and the other side is just the DC logo that we used to have. Right now they finally changing the DC logo to a much more old school style logo, which is pretty nice. Then, of course, you got the Batman Returns movie logo up there below Batman. Right on the entire package, you have Michael Keaton as the action figure. Even though they could have used like a production image to make it look cooler, but I just think since the figure just straight up looks like Michael Keaton, there's no problem with using the digital render. And then over here, you got the Batman logo right here. Obviously represents the original movie, Batman Returns. And of course, you got the figure right here, though we do have a little bit of a problem right there with the ear right there, but we could probably remedy that later on. On the back side, nothing else special. We do have like this comic-like backdrop. It's faded, but you can clearly see like it's a very comic book-like backdrop. Of course, you got the digital rendering of the figure right there. The other figure you can get, which is the Dark Knight Rises Bane. Surprisingly, the best-looking Bane we've gotten in a 3¾ inch scale or 4-inch scale, because we did get a few from Mattel, which in my personal opinion weren't really that good. It's actually a really dang good Bane figure now for the Dark Knight Rises, and it's coming out in the form in the Spin Masters line, so it's pretty nice. Of course, you got the Batman Returns logo over here again. A bunch of copyright lingo, whatever, a bunch of other stuff right there. You got the logos right there, DC, Batman, and Warner Brothers. And Spin Master website, other warnings and stuff. Nothing too special about that. But again, another thing I also like about this package, that even if it's supposed to be a modern style package, it's also kind of retro-like, the way it's resembling a retro style package because of the yellow bubble at the back. It's really nice. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this figure out the package and take a closer look. Actually, before we go any further to the figure itself, this is how the bubble also looks without the figure in the way. You can see more of that comic style going around. You're seeing all the comic illustrations of Batman, and even Robin is peeking out right there. That actually looks really nice, so I had to give props to that part. Alrighty, so we got our 1992 Batman Returns Michael Keaton figure out the package. I swear, this is a massive improvement over the previous figure that we had for the Flash. Like I said, the one thing that I really disliked about that figure was the scaling. It's just, I wish it wasn't a scale like this figure, because this figure is so darn good. Now, it kind of makes me hopeful. I'm not sure if they'll ever make it, but I swear we should get a Val Kilmer and a George Clooney one, just for the sake of it. It's like either Panther suit Val Kilmer or Sonar suit Val Kilmer. I mean, they both got like their own distinctive outfits, but we getting a lot of Sonar suit Val Kilmer Batman figures lately. There has to be at least one Panther suit Batman figure. I would love to have a 3¼ inch or 4-inch scale version, because I was disappointed that Mattel couldn't provide one. They only provided like a 6-7 inch version for some random reason. But anyways, I'm getting off topic. More on the figure. Okay, now we're very close to Michael Keaton's likeness on this figure. It definitely looks a lot like Michael Keaton now. I mean, obviously the previous figure that we got looked like Michael Keaton, but this figure definitely is like the best I've seen of a recreation of Michael Keaton's likeness in action figure form in a long while, I guess, just from looking at the angles. They painted the eyes pretty well too. It just looks so good, and it's even cooler that it's in the Batman Returns outfit. And honestly, there has not been a, like, in my personal opinion, I haven't really found a definitive rendition of this particular suit in this type of action figure form, because you either get it in other variations or other sizes that aren't 3 3/4 inches or even 5 inches to be exact. So looking at this, it just looks so good. Also, that logo right there, the bat symbol, looks incredible on here. It might not look too great because of the lighting is shining around it, and you see some bit of like plastering over it or whatever the heck that is on there. But it doesn't look too bad. It's painted in pretty nicely. I think it is painted in. I'm not sure if it's a sticker like the last figure that we had, which is from the Flash. Yeah, looking at this overall outfit, it's just, this is so cool. And even the belt is colored in this bright, vibrant yellow. It could have been a lot like the original coloration where it could just be gold, but using yellow is kind of nice because it fits the action figure aesthetic, like the retro style, I guess. But it would have been better if it was a lot more muted in gold, I guess, or at least to how the outfit actually does look from the film. They did get the overall sculpt looking just as good as it did in the film. So of course, looking at the detail of his gloves, and you got the gauntlets with the spikes, definitely looks pretty nice. The other side is the same sort of situation. It does look pretty nice from here. The belt's nicely detailed, though you might not see enough of the details because the paint definitely looks like they muted it down a little bit. Going to the back side, let's go to the back. Of course, there's a hole over here, which is probably meant for like other accessories you have from the Spin Masters main toy line for the figures, so you can just clip pieces together and all that. So like if you had a like little glider piece, it could be at the back like that. Of course, this is how the back side looks. And then going all the way down here, how his shoes look. Again, they look just like how they do in the film. Looks pretty nice from underneath. Flip that cape back over here. So I don't really have much to say over to the going over how the suit looks because again, they did a good job nailing how it looks from the film and putting it in the action figure form. It's just really damn good that they finally made a Michael Keaton figure in this particular outfit. I guess there is a reason why they haven't even done one of the 1989 look because of course we have a previous figure from Mattel, which we'll go ahead and compare a little bit soon. I guess them picking the return suit was definitely a good choice because we haven't had a really definitive returns figure in this form, in my personal opinion. I'm not sure if anybody else would agree, but yeah, this is like literally the best we have ever gotten so far. Oh yeah, right, the cape. Let me talk about the cape. I haven't even explained that yet. The cape is nice fabric, soft fabric as it should be, but at the same time, I feel like they could have at least done a little more with the cape. At least make it look like, you know, it could overlap the cowl, like where the bat symbol is connected to. Like, so basically like what they did with the Mattel figure, because this is a pretty great looking figure. They could have at least done something like that, like they did with the Mattel figure. Overall, this is a very fantastic looking figure, aside from like the one little issue that I had, which is a little bit of a nitpick, which is it's got warped, so it's not entirely straight. So it's gonna be a little bent for now. And yeah, but this is fantastic. The likeness to Michael Keaton is great. The suit overall matches how it looks from the film. It's just very nice to finally have a Batman Returns figure in this scale, or at least this particular variation of Batman in this scale, because even Mattel did a Catwoman and a Penguin for the Batman Returns lineup of figures, but they never seemed to make a Batman Returns variation of Batman. I mean, they did with another variation for Batman, but it was maskless, which don't know why they would go to that, but they did anyway. And while the figure doesn't come with accessories, unfortunately, I had to borrow the accessories from a spare Michael Keaton Flash figure I've bought. Seriously though, it's pretty nice that he could still hold these, even though they're not from the same film, but it's just, he can hold these and it looks pretty nice, especially this right here. It's like, it's really cool that he can fit these accessories on here. It's just a darn shame he doesn't come with them. It would have been really nice if he came with accessories, but I would have probably upped the price on there, so I guess it was a good choice. Alright, so I'm going to compare this Batman figure to a few other figures that I have right now. Now, the Mattel version right here does look like it's a bit taller than Batman Returns Batman over here, but at the same time, it looks like it's almost in the perfect scale, so I honestly got no real issues to complain right there. It just both look like they match perfectly in terms of how they could match up together. But yeah, like I said, the cape would have been very nice if they implemented the same aspect that this figure has and put it on that one. It would have been very cool, but other than that, it looks really nice. And of course, the biggest improvement is that the likeness looks better on this one than it does on that one. For its time, this one was pretty good, but this looks better now. And another thing, like I said, this Batman figure succeeds in scaling because this figure is just too damn short, in my personal opinion. It's a nice figure, and I still like this outfit, but I was disappointed that the scaling wasn't up on par with either somewhat like this. I mean, this is a custom variation of the black suited Batman that I showed off in my collection video. But even this figure is a lot taller than, well, it looks like it seemed to be a bit taller than this guy. I don't know. It's just that what I'm saying is that the scale of Batman does matter because he's not some short guy. And of course, we got some non 4-inch figures. We got 5-inch figures right here. We got the Superpowers Collection black suit variation of Batman, which is essentially how Toy Biz first teased their Batman in a way by basically recoloring the Kenner Superpowers Collection Batman all black with a yellow belt and all that. So I've already done a review of this figure. You can go ahead and check that video out. And of course, my custom Val Kilmer Panther Suit Batman figure. Can't even call it a Panther Suit because it's basically a repaint of the heat scan Batman figure from Batman and Robin. But overall, I really do wish that Spin Master may make a figure like based on Batman Forever. If they go with the Stoner suit, I'll still buy it. But if they go with the Panther suit, I'm buying it. The Panther suit all the dang way. Alright, so that's going to be it for this review of the Spin Master Batman 85th Anniversary Collection Batman Returns action figure. Honestly, definitely a recommendation. It should be trickling in stores right now, but it's probably trickling in stores in other locations a lot earlier. But of course, I've seen these trickle around on eBay and Amazon, of course. I mean, eBay is the one place you don't want to go ahead and buy these, but I'm the only one that at least get it off of eBay. I know, shame on me. But still, at the same time, it's still worth it all around. I'm glad I finally found this figure and finally got it. Yeah, I'll be getting an extra one to come with the Batwing soon. And I'll be reviewing that as soon as it comes out on its own video, because this is definitely one of my favorite figures of all time during this year already when it comes to Batman. It's really nice that we finally got a new Batman Returns action figure, particularly finally Batman in his actual suit. Oh, that's right, I forgot to make a comparison for another figure. There we go. Now, I'm actually glad they didn't just reuse the sculpting of this character because, of course, his whole suit is literally the Batman Returns outfit, just repainted in some crimson red, and they trimmed the dang ears off and all of that. So, so it's really nice that it was basically a new sculpt. Let's get him out of here. But yeah, it is very nice that we finally got a new Batman figure from Spin Master that is in the correct scaling, the greatest likeness. Like, literally, it's such a good figure. That's all I can really say about this figure. Definitely recommend it. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And there will be more Batman videos coming soon because I definitely got quite a few more figures coming in. And it's all going to be focused on Kenner. So that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And I will be seeing you guys later.